Hello there everybody, Sabananai2 aka Nightmare, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. In the last episode, we began another investigation of the, well, I guess I'll refer to it as the Fey residence. Started gathering some information, and it seems like there is some sort of plot, specifically with Eenie Meiny and Morgan. It seems like these two might have been in cahoots for two particular reasons. Eenie Meiny wants to get revenge for her sister. Meanwhile, Morgan, she wants to take over the Fey residence, so that her daughter, I'm imagining, would end up being the new head of the Fey family. So they would no longer be the Branch family, so they would take over. It seems like that might end up being the case. And they're willing to throw Maya under the bus. So now, with the evidence that I have gathered, let's tear him up. Well, at least make an attempt. June 22nd, 9:51 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3.
Nick?
Yeah?
Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me?
Really? Yeah, why?
I was just thinking about how strong she is.
Nah, it's the whip.
I mean, she's been in Germany all this time all by herself, and she's so grown up.
Okay, fair enough, that is impressive. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. Considering who her father is, yeah.
And then you look at me, and, well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial.
But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. She fucking helped us out so often.
Good morning. Oh, the two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you.
Hey, morning, Pearly.
You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya.
Huh? What do you mean?
My mother is coming today to show her support.
I doubt it.
Yeah, that's right, Pearly.
Hey, Pearls?
Yes, Mr. Nick?
Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today too?
Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch.
Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help.
Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love.
But Pearly!
Oh God, not this again.
Please, can you do this for us, Pearls?
Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time.
Phew, thank goodness.
Nick?
This way. Pearls won't be able to see today's trial.
What do you mean? What's going on?
We don't want to destroy her image of her mother. Because we already know exactly what Morgan's going to be up to. 10 a.m., District Court, Quorum number 2. Oh, and by the way, it's Francisca, not Francesca. My bad. No worries. Don't worry, we got it all fixed. It's all good. We're all good. Anyway.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world.
All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix.
Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago.
Please put the whip away, ma'am.
Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country.
Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma.
Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Faye.
It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight.
Now then that the cat fight is over, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. All right, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point.
What? Okay. But, Miss Von Karma, please don't whip me. Then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant?
I never said that wasn't the defendant.
Then what is the meaning of this?
All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key.
Can you substantiate your claim?
Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand.
Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. Alright, here we go.
Witness, name and occupation.
My name is Morgan Fey, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking.
I'm sorry, but what do you mean in a manner of speaking? Ah! I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct?
Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on the Mystic Maya then.
Spirit severing technique?
A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is...
Yes, that is...
You! Be quiet! Now, witness, something happened while you were performing this technique, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
What in the world could have...
Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room.
What?
And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber.
Your hair's really big, Morgan.
Order! 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 Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time.
Your Honor, I will try my best.
I think someone just upped the ante on this trial.
Yep.
Alright, here we go.
After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door down open and entered the chamber. I request that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while.
Wait a minute, then that means you just lied. You stated that you performed the spirit severing technique while you were in there.
I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that.
That contradicts. Why have you hidden this until now?
I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. I had to at least come up with a good idea to kind of make it look like it was totally her. I swear, I'm innocent. However, I must correct falsities when they arise.
That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony.
Well, we'll find something. Alright, let's press her. Just now, you said those two. Who are the two people you were referring to?
I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir.
Lana's not a foreigner, despite how she talks.
Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful.
Hey, don't. Her hair's fantastic. Better than yours.
I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot.
In any case, I've already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright.
But, thanks.
What did you do after that, Miss Fey?
Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind.
Yes, that is a very good point.
At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another.
Another what, madam?
Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself.
I want to hear the end of that sentence. Well, yeah, question further. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room?
I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself.
Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fey.
This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us.
Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you.
Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Fey, please continue.
Damn it.
Okay, during our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement?
I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie.
But why would you lie about something like that?
It is very painful for me to say this, however.
The witness was lying to cover for the defendant.
She was covering for Maya. So, you were covering for the defendant?
Well, yes, it was only late that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected.
Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... Oh, God! This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later. Yes, very well.
Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach?
Now, witness, continue with what happened.
Oh, boy. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I mean, you're kind of bigger than Maya.
I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing, however, yes.
But you're physically larger and stronger than the defendant, literally what I just stated. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily.
Objection!
Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture?
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, that.
Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand.
Basically, Mr. Maya's body was still that of the nurse you'd called.
But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away?
Well, yes, I would have. However,
You fainted.
I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor.
How long were you unconscious?
I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps?
And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us.
Is that because you were unconscious?
Why, yes.
Great. Now what? We'll question further, of course. So, while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went.
I would think that's obvious, good sir.
Ugh. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all?
Well, now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness.
What do you mean by that?
It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what.
Probably Eenie Miney.
It looks like Miss Von Karma's ready to move on to her next witness.
That is enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber.
Hope this isn't gonna come back and bite us in the butt.
Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes, that is exactly— Go! Be quiet, you!
Why are you bullying me? I'm just trying to do my job. You're so mean.
Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person.
She went to speak with someone?
Who was it? The prosecution calls Miss Eenie Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time.
Eenie Miney?
I think you can see where this is headed.
Yeah, they're gonna corroborate each other's testimony. Because it's been a plan between the two of them! Ugh.
Witness, name and occupation.
Okay, so my name is, Eenie Miney. I'm, researching, parapsychology stuff at the, university.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see. It's I guess most people call it occult stuff.
Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
I was just asking a question, but oh, yes, sir.
Now then, Miss Eenie Miney, after the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct?
Well, I guess.
If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is all right, isn't it, Your Honor?
Yes, sir, please don't smack me.
For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine! For my sake. Oh boy, here we go.
When that channeling started, I was, sleeping in the side room. A little later, someone came into the room, really suddenly. Oh my god. It was oh my god, totally my sister. I, hadn't seen her in, so long. I was so happy in, a sad way. My sister, she, told me something, totally terrible.
Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey? Really now, Chaos Spin, stop playing Overwatch, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time.
Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister?
Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
Oh, well, this is...
Witness? Like, yeah. In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course. Miss Miney, please. My sister, like, this is what she said to me.
That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it, Eenie?
She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor?
No, I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge.
It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end.
No, it's not. You can't blame Maya for something that somebody took over her body was... God damn it, it's not her fault. Oh my god. Ugh. This is such a bizarre case.
What do you think, Mr. Wright?
It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie?
Of course it was, Phoenix.
Mia, what do you mean?
It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies.
Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder.
Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last.
Oh my god. Oh boy. Was that because of your, sesame allergy, was it?
Like, that's right. I, think there were sesame seeds, in the lunch they served that day. I had this, premonition that it was going to totally be a seedy day. Yes, indeed.
Agreed, I see. Am I the only one who missed the boat here?
Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping?
We're the main character, we're the only ones that notice these things. Do you know the time?
Maybe a little before 11 a.m. Something like that, I think.
11 a.m.?
Yeah, my stomach is totally ready for, food.
No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I meant, what time was it when someone came into your room?
Oh, so, that's what you meant. You should have been more, clear about it.
Sorry. My bad.
No, it's okay. Like, it's really...
That's it! Why'd you stop Why did you stop mid-sentence?
Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again?
Never mind.
Witness about this person who entered the side room.
My god, this woman. Are you absolutely sure?
I guess?
You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered?
Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith.
First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer.
Well, Mr. Wright?
The defense rests.
Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mimi Miney?
You were happy in a sad way.
Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister.
But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again?
But like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult. But I, like, know all about the crane channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like, what she said.
Should I drop this line of questioning? No, question further. We always question further!
That is how we gain
No, I was gonna say entertainment. Like, technically we do get some entertainment, but we get more, you know, information. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? I mean, hold on a minute. I mean, if you saw your sister and she was in Maya's... Which photo was it? Like, if you saw your sister, she would be covered in blood. Wouldn't you freak out about that?
No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange.
Yeah, about that. But...
Ow! Don't keep badgering her.
You know the phrase objection. Could you try using that once in a while?
Mr. Wright. This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important?
No, it's very important. It is very important! Although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about.
All right, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay. I'm, like, totally cool with that. I wasn't, like, scared at all, and, like, her costume, like, totally, like, no.
Oh, you fucked up. You fucked up. But I am going to press it. So there's nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance.
Like, yeah, nothing was, like, weird.
Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong.
That's impossible. Like, is everything okay? Can I, like, go on?
Yeah, go ahead. Something terrible. What was this thing she told you?
Huh? Like, didn't I just, like, tell you about it? Did you, like, forget already? A foolish fool with a foolish sigh for brain only speaks foolishly with foolish words. What?
Well, excuse me, princess. Anyway, should I ask to hear the story again? No, I think I got it. I did just hear the story. I don't think my memory is that bad. Actually, the defense is fine and does not need to hear your story again.
Very well, you may continue your testimony, Miss Miney.
I know there has to be something here I can use, but where?
She really put a lot of thought into this lie, didn't she? We can't rush this. Let's take it slowly, one step at a time. She's bound to slip up somewhere. Don't give up, but don't get careless, okay? Remember, calm and collected.
Thank you, Mia. Now let's see, which one was it? Here we go. I have a photo that contradicts what you just stated. That was a very well spun lie, Miss Eenie.
What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It's well constructed, but that's all it is.
Stealing my lines now, are we, Mr. Phoenix?
Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance.
Like, yeah? And...
But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this.
The blood spray.
Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat.
Order, order! Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this? Miss Miney? I'm thinking, don't interrupt me! And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? That witness, her personality did a complete 180 there.
Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. Oh. Ooh. What if I'm not thinking of this normally? Her personality did a complete shift.
First of all, calm yourself, witness. Like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony.
If you please. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. Nah, it's like I'm fighting against not only Vought and Karma, but also the judge, so fuck me.
Like, the side room was, like, kind of dark, you know? So, like, the costume was, like, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber.
Huh?
Yes. Now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Like, thanks, Gramps.
You satisfied, Mr. Wait, did you call me Gramps?
Alright, I guess not. Very well. You may question the witness.
I like how he just didn't have to give his damn word. He was just instant. Like, okay, I know he's going to do his thing. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room.
Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. Like, that's right.
Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's?
You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Like, okay.
Ugh, can't breathe. Let me out of here. All right. You didn't see the blood.
Like, yeah.
But she must have had the gun with her at that time as well.
That's,
Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun earlier? Either?
I, like, totally didn't. I was looking at, like, her face. Continue.
And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time?
Well, she was like totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think like she knew. She like said she did something really bad. And like she said she wanted to go with me to like apologize to Miss Morgan.
Apologize. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you?
Like, yeah.
Was your sister calm by that time?
Like, I guess so. I guess maybe like taking her revenge on Dr. Gray like made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better.
Did you just threaten my life or something?
She says with her whip at the ready. And like Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know.
May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney?
Like, sure.
Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place?
Something out of place? Huh, like, when do you mean?
When? When you... I guess the... Maybe the proper line of questioning is... I guess preferably if you were going to the crime scene. Well, I guess preferably going to the crime scene. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course.
Like, no, nothing strange.
She answered rather quickly. Now what? Think harder. I know you can remember something.
I, like, totally can't.
Ugh. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court.
Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important?
It's very important. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Well, she has to go to the side room, and right now there's two specific pieces of there's like two things in the side room. The winding way, sorry. There's two things in the winding way that are incredibly important. One, the incinerator. Two, this pot. And during that time, there was only one person in the winding way. Pearl. She was trying to put the pot back together. So, somebody should have noticed that.
Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. I, like, didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber.
I can counter that.
Try to remember that time.
Oh, like, I remember, like, I totally didn't see anyone on the way.
I guess this really is a dead end.
Something you finally pull out of a witness is never a dead end, Phoenix.
It's no good. I can't find anything wrong.
Phoenix, the judge believes this testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement,
He'll end the trial. I know.
we have to give it our all. It doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up.
Don't worry, I already know what I have to do. No, I didn't mean to press. God damn it! No, that's not what I meant. That is not what I meant to do. I hit the wrong button. Thank you. I was correct. I finally found the fault. Or I guess in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. Take a look at this urn.
Like, urn?
There are cracks. Do you see them?
So, like, what does that prove?
Objection!
Who cares about some worn-out old urn? Like, yeah. I already, said I didn't see, anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I didn't, totally say anything about, an urn, did I?
It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that if you had really been walking along the winding way at that time, there was no way you could have not have seen this person. Hold on. The person who was putting the pot together! I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay.
Yes, and how is this child relevant?
It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden.
Oh.
And she just happened to break this urn.
Oh. Oh! Wait, she broke the urn?
Yep, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. And Pearl was the one who put it back together, while sitting right in the middle of the winding way.
What?
Oh god, what the hell was that? Jesus! Nice little ghost face you were doing there with your fucking hat. Miss Miney. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar!
Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say.
The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth.
About what?
About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course.
The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was sleeping in the side room.
Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? What? No! Fuck no, she was not. There's no way she was sleeping in the side. Wait. Hold on, no, I gotta think about this for a minute. I gotta think about this. Okay, no, yeah, my gut feeling's right. I'm sorry, usually I get fired up and I start to make decisions where I'm not right, so I just had to kind of remind myself, okay, what was her testimony? Okay. Your lies end here!
What do you...
The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there's clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Where is this contradiction?
Help me! It's in her testimony, but goddamn, I'm actually kind of happy that that's an option. Oh god, that's actually funny. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement.
And Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know.
It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police.
So, what does that have to do with anything?
It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact?
How?
I concede that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did, in fact, go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way. Ah! But look at the manor guide map.
If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way.
Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why Which is why I ask this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question.
Don't ask a question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Miney. So now's the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place?
Okay, so let's think about this for a second. If my theory is right, she may have been actually inside the clothing box. Thanks to Lotta Hart, we know that a person can actually fit inside that box. Also, it's a costume box. It has costumes in it. So, this is why I'm thinking. There's only one possibility here. The box was in the space between the wall and the folding, whatever that fucking thing is, the folding thing. The box was there, and that's where Eenie Miney was hiding, in said box. While Maya Fey was knocked the fuck out. There's a ooh. Okay. Let's try this. Miss Miney was here, of course.
What? But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene?
That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime.
Order! That's why not. Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Simple. Miss Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime.
I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding?
Here, of course. You were between the wall and the folding thingy. And you were hidden in a very special little thing called the clothing box.
Behind the folding screen? Ah! Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. See, you stupid jerk! I quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball! Now, Miss Miney, one so young as you shouldn't be saying... Shut it, Gramps! As if you know exactly how old I am!
I'm sorry.
Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along.
Oh, immediate personality shift. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this special box. Miss Miney, how you were able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box.
The tiny little box. No person can fit in that.
Sorry, but your theory's already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me.
But that clothing box is in the side room, right?
Not precisely. In fact, I made a note of it during my first investigation. When I went to the side room the first time, the box wasn't there, and then mysteriously after the incident, it suddenly appears. I must say that there are some things that just don't add up.
Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right, I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there on the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright, do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime?
Now, here's the thing. Oh boy. If I could do it, yeah, I can actually do it with some evidence. So, one thing that we have right now is that there's 2 pieces of evidence. I have, no, actually 3 pieces of evidence that can kind of coincide here. Now, hold on a minute. Let's see. Memory serves. Yep, there's a bullet hole about 8 inches off the ground, which matches the 8 inches from the folding screen. But yes, I can prove it with some evidence. And now, I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Take that! Take a look at this clothing box.
You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
What on earth?
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground.
A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before?
The folding screen. It had a hole the same height.
That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray.
Order for the love of God, so what you're saying? Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Miney?
That is exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Miney, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore Medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey.
To masquerade as Maya Fey?
She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client.
No, stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself.
Correct. It's not possible. Because she had an accomplice. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparation, that is.
Ow! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy.
Wait. Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct?
What? You can't be serious.
Miss Miney, you had an accomplice.
Take that! This person!
If it wasn't someone from Crane Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have had that box to use.
Morgan Fey? Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier?
What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Whew. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected?
Yes. Bang. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and bang.
After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room.
Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. And pretended to be Maya Fey.
But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through.
Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out.
Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to say?
This is the real truth behind this murder. They both had motive.
Who is that? Laughing at a time like this. Ah! Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving?
What is it this time?
Miss Von Karma, surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty?
What in the world? The fuck?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area.
And that is...
If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble?
Huh?
Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things?
Well, that's... because she and the accomplice had something in common. Well, not really something in common, but, you know, Morgan had her own motive for wanting to pin this on Maya. Basically, their interests coincided, so they both basically took advantage of each other.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Miney want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive! I don't have a motive!
A motive? That's... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is the reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? Her sister. The reason you want Dr. Gray dead is this. Well, Where is it? Hold on, is this the one? Yeah, it had to have been this one.
Ha! Just I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Just great. Not even she is calling me by my full name.
You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death?
Yes! Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself.
Don't be stupid! No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I want to take revenge based on nothing?
What do you mean by that?
Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm, like, going to explain, so, like, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, like, wanted revenge, then, like, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, like, Dr. Gray. It was, like, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know?
She's back to her airhead persona! My god, she switches around, doesn't she? Damn fucking...
Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory.
God bless it!
The end. I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Eenie Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated, and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morganfay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place.
What happened? I thought I had her for sure.
See, like, it's just as I, like, told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie. Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Miney.
Hold it!
Oh, Mia. Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute. All right.
He doesn't mean like...
I've already been whipped and all right. I don't want to earn this woman's wrath. She seems like she could probably kill me.
You can't lose here. You have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But, you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason? Can I really do this?
Fuck yeah, I can. I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what.
That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now.
I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive.
Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side! A Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way! Very well. Also, because I'm under the threat of being whipped again, the court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a second!
Ooh! Holy fuck. God, I'm happy I didn't make any mistakes that time. Oh god, oh god. Okay. So, Eenie Miney certainly has quite a bit of an interesting personality shift. Quite a drastic one, to say the least. Like, she's... It kind of... I mean, her airheaded persona just seems a bit too... You know... obvious? Fuck, I don't know at this point. But hey, I think I do have a bit of a motive that I can prove. I mean, again, both Morgan and Eenie Meiny, they base their interests coincided, kind of. And unfortunately, Maya ended up being the victim of both of their ploys. So now I just gotta find some way to prove all of that. But my God, that was satisfying getting a lot of that stuff put together. God, that felt good. Oh my God, but fucking somebody needs to take away her whip. She scares me. Regardless, anyway, that is where I'm going to end it. So if you all like this, be sure to let me know. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm probably going to record before this episode even becomes live. So by the time you guys are watching this, the next episode's probably already done and uploaded, maybe. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see all of you guys in the next trial.